Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. Tourism Minister Jupalli Krishnarao has urged Union Minister for Road Transportation and Highway Nitin Gadkari to expedite the process of constructing the iconic double-decker cable-stayed bridge connecting Somasila in Telangana with Sangameshwar in Andhra Pradesh, a project which was not moved a step ahead during the last 2 years. Jupalli met Gadkari in Delhi on Saturday, August 24 to discuss various road infrastructure projects coming under the Gadwal, Nagarkurnool and Nalgonda district. The Union Minister informed Jupalli that the tender process for the prestigious cable-stayed bridge will be held in September. Private helicopter traveling from Mumbai to Hyderabad crashed at Paud village of Pune, Maharashtra on Saturday afternoon, August 24th. 4 passengers, including the captain, sustained injuries. The AW-139 helicopter owned by Global Vector Company crashed into the valley reportedly due to heavy rain. The injured captain of the chopper has been shifted to the hospital while the condition of 3 others are on boards are stable. A Nabana Abhijan call given by students of West Bengal on August 27 in protest against the rape and murder of a junior doctor at Kolkata Arjikar Medical College and Hospital is keeping the security establishment of the state on its toes. As per source, over 2,000 police personnel under the supervision of 97 senior officers have been assigned the task of ensuring the security in and around the state secretariat. Nabana alone. BRS Siddipet MLA and ex-Telangana Finance Minister T. Harish Rao on Saturday, August 24th saw release of fund for the best available school scheme, which he said will benefit 25,000 students in the state. In a letter to Telangana Finance Minister Mallu Batti Vikramarka, Harish Rao stated that during the previous BRS government time in 2003 to 2004 academic year, Rupees 130 crore were allotted with Rupees 50 crore release as his first installment. Harish Rao sought the release of Rupees 80 crore, which was put on hold due to model code of conduct during the assembly election. I am writing to bring to your attention the delay in releasing fund for the best available school scheme. This program supports the education of nearly 25,000 poor students across Telangana. The prime accused in the rape of a minor girl allegedly escaped from police custody, jumped into a pond and died on Saturday morning at Ding in Assam. Nagone district police said the villager of Borbeti, the family home of the accused, have taken a decision not to participate in his funeral prayer, not allow his burial in the village graveyard. Nagone superintendent of police Sapnil Deka told reporter that the accused who had arrested on Friday had been handcuffed to the location when the crime was allegedly committed for a recreation of the crime scene around 3:30 a.m. The accused hit off a policeman, escaped from police custody and jumped into the pond and Deka died. The Safety Department conducted several raids at hostels of various colleges and schools in the city as per an order. GHMC, the Food Safety Department, raided the hostel at least 28 private and government residential schools and colleges between August 21st and August 24th. Inspection of the kitchen, cooking utensils, storage area, prepared food items, raw materials, sanitization, management, etc. were conducted. Inspection were carried out in 4 residential hostels in LB Zone, 6 in Charminar, 5 in Kaitabad, 5 in Shillingampalli, 4 in Kukatpalli, 4 in private and government residential hostels in Secunderabad. Reduction of paid parking at Nagol and Miapur Metro Station in Hyderabad has been postponed by L&T Hyderabad Metro Rail until further notice. Following significant commuter backlash, initially set to commence on August 25th at Nagol and September 1st at Miapur. The decision to impose parking fees has faced widespread criticism from daily metro users who were unprepared for this sudden change after enjoying free parking for several months. The GHMC is all set to distribute 3.10 lakhs clay Ganesh idol free of cost to citizens to promote eco-friendly practice during the upcoming Ganesh Chaturthi festival on September 7th. The Telangana Pollution Control Board will contribute by distributing 1 lakh clay idols within Greater Hyderabad and 64,000 idols across 32 districts in Telangana. Additionally, the HMDA plans to distribute over 1 lakh 8 inch clay idols at various locations throughout the city. BRS Working President K.T. Ramarao criticized the repeated statement from Congress leader regarding the lease of a ORR, highlighting that the previous BRS government adhered to the proper procedure for the lease. He demanded the state government terminate the toll operator transfer lease and initiate a new bidding immediately. On Friday, August 23rd, KTR took to Twitter to point out the Revenue Minister Punagalta Srinivas Reddy claimed that ORR was leased at an unreasonable low price by BRS government. The Congress minister in Telangana are still in opposition mode, making random statement even after 9 months of being in an office. Revenue Minister say ORR was leased at a throwaway price by BRS government. If this is when they actually believe in, I demanded the government to cancel the tort lease and call for fresh bid immediately. If they do not do this and continues to make frivolous claim, people will understand the hollow rhetoric. We had followed the NHAI norms for tort model and follow a transparent process for price discovery, he said on Twitter. BRS Working President K.T. Ramarao on Saturday raised question on ED's silence on Valmiki scam, saying who is protecting Congress here. KTR in a post on Twitter listed out a series of questions related to the Valmiki scam and asked why is ED silence in Telangana even after getting substantial leads. Who is protecting Congress here? Valmiki scam pertains to the alleged illegal transfer of funds by the Siddaramaiah-led Karnataka government from the Maharshi Valmiki ST Corporation, which is charged with implementing welfare program for scheduled tribe members. ED investigation has early revealed that the ST Corporation money has diverted to fake account in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. In a post on Twitter, KTR wrote outrageous Valmiki scam in Karnataka and is intriguing link to Telangana politician and businessman who are the 9 bank account holders in Hyderabad to whom the ST Corporation money of rupees 45,000 crore was transferred. KTR further asked who is the owner of V6 business to which rupees 4.5 crore was transferred. Why was the news suppressed in media in Telangana even after SIT, CID and ED conducted raids here? Hyderabad, the Disaster Response and Asset Monitoring and Protection Agency took up the demolition of actor Akkineni Nagarjuna property and convention on Saturday, August 24th. The N convention was reportedly built in the Tamidi Kunta buffer zone and full tank limit. The FTL area of Tamidi Kunta is 29.24 acre and the encroachment by Nagarjuna property are around 1.12 acre in FTL and 2 acre in the buffer zone. Nagarjuna had also approached the Telangana High Court in this matter but found no respite. Hydra has been targeting illegal construction in the full tank level and buffer zone of lake in Hyderabad. Early this week, illegal construction in the full tank level and buffer zone of Gandipet Lake were demolished. Sharada Nirala, Chairwoman of Telangana Women Commission, has directed the Secretary of the Commission to immediately issue notice and initiate stringent disciplinary action against 6 members of the Commission for the inappropriate act of tying Rakhi to BRS Working President K.T. Ramarao during his appearance before the Commission on Saturday. As member of the Women Commission, it is imperative to maintain impartiality and uphold the integrity of the institution. Taking side or engaging in any such conduct that may raise question about the neutrality of the Commission is entirely unacceptable, Sharda posted on Twitter. City Police and Food Safety Officer arrested a wholesale seller and seized 5,280 kg of expiry milk powder from Vijaypuri Colony, Tahanaka, Secunderabad on Friday, August 23rd. The seized milk powder is worth rupees 11,50,000. Terming 5 deaths on a single day this week due to dengue as state murders. Siddipet MLA T. Harish Rao has demanded the state government to give an ex-gratia of rupees 10 lakhs to the kin of deceased. He claimed that there were 5,426 dengue cases reported in the last 1.5 months, which was 36% more than last year cases. Expressing his anguish against the rising cases of malaria, dengue, and viral fever. Harish Rao blamed the state government for lack of monsoon preparedness of the hospital and cleanliness measure taken, resulting in the present situation. Harish Rao questioned the state government and chief minister doing when people are dying due to viral fever. He demanded to respond immediately and conduct an emergency review of healthcare situation prevailing in the state. The polography test of Sanjay Kumar, the sole arrest accused in rape and murder of a junior doctor at state-run RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, started on Sunday afternoon. Sources have said the test is being conducted at the Presidency Center Correctional Home in South Kolkata, where Rao is housed since a lower court in Kolkata remanded him to 14 days of judicial custody on August 23rd. Rao, a civics volunteer, is the only person arrested in the case so far. Meanwhile, source added the process of conducting a polygraph test of 6 others in the matter, which started a CBI Salt Lake office in the north outskirts of Kolkata on Saturday afternoon, is continuing on Sunday as well. The process is time consuming since the tests of all are not being conducted similarly at a time, said the source. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi on Saturday termed the raising of the house of a man allegedly involving in a protest against a Hindu seer in Madhya Pradesh, Chahatarpur district as state-sponsored communalism. Owaisi was reacting to the raising of a house of Shahzad Ali on Thursday, a day after a protest called by the Muslim community against the purported anti-Islam remark made by Ramgir Maharaj turned violent with mob hurling stones and damaging vehicles, leaving several policemen injured. AIMIM president condemned the stone pelting at policemen and demolition of the house and car owned by Ali. Owaisi stated in a video a day after the stone pelting incident, Ali house was demolished even though he claimed he had a legal permission for the house. In the absence of valid permission, local administration should have followed due process of law on the Ethics Code directive, Owaisi said. Deputy Chief Minister Mallupatti Vikramarka met with Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in New Delhi on Saturday, August 24, seeking financial support and the resolution of issues related to the AP Reorganization Act of 2014. During the discussion, Vikramarka brought attention to the financial difficulties Telangana faced due to significant borrowing made by previous government. He stressed the urgent need for the center assistance in reconstructing rupees 31,795 crore of high interest loan acquired through off-budget borrowing. He noted that the heavy debt burden has made it challenging for the state to fulfill its financial institution. Deputy Chief Minister requested that the Union Finance Minister consider rescheduling this debt and lowering interest rate to ease state financial challenges. In response, Sitharaman assured him that necessary measures would be taken, including organizing a meeting between the state and central government to address the raised concern. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy has addressed multiple letters to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman seeking funds that were meant for Telangana but are yet to be paid. In one of the letters, the Chief Minister, who was in New Delhi early, urged the centre to ensure that the existing IPS cadre strength was increased based on the territorial requirement rather than just the population ratio. In the letter addressed to Sitharaman, Revanth Reddy requested the former to facilitate a comprehensive settlement of all power-related disputes between AP and Telangana post bifurcation of the undivided AP by playing the mediator. Responding to the demolition of N convention on Saturday, August 24th by Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Monitoring and Protection, Tollywood actor Akkineni Nagarjuna said there was no prior notice issued to him. Expressing his displeasure over the issue, Nagarjuna took to Twitter to address the situation regarding the demolition of N convention. He stated, "I am deeply pained by the unlawful manner in which the demolition was carried out, especially given the existing stay orders and ongoing court cases. I felt it was necessary to issue this statement to clarify certain facts, protect my reputation, and made it clear that we have not violated any laws." Nagarjuna emphasized that the land in question is a Patta land and that no part of the tank plan has been encroached upon. He added the building was constructed on private land and there is a stay order against any previous illegal notice for demolition. Today, demolition was conducted wrongful based on misinformation. With less than a month before Ganesh Chaturthi, the police commissioner Kotta Srinivas Reddy on Saturday, August 24 held a coordination meeting over various issues concerning the event. Representative of the Bhagyanagar Ganesh Utsav Samiti and the Kaitabad Ganesh Utsav Samiti who participated in the meeting highlighted concern including potholes, the need for adequate illumination at specific location, the availability of the vehicle for mandapam organizer and arrangement for food and water during the immersion night. Among other, the authority assured to allocate the necessary resources both in terms of material and personnel, adequate number of cranes, road repairs work, installation of light measures to prevent electrocution, providing tuskers and other heavy vehicles and tree pruning. The land acquisition process for Old City Metro of 7.5 kilometer between MGBS and Chandrayanagutta, where the road is to be widened for 100 feet, is likely to take up 8 months as per procedure of the Land Acquisition Act, with notification issued for 400 out of 1,200 properties, informed Hyderabad Metro Rail and Airport Metro Managing Director NVS Reddy on Friday. Gandhi Hospital has been designated as the referral center for suspected monkeypox cases in Telangana. The hospital has established a dedicated isolation ward with 14 beds, 7 each for male and female patient. B. Ravinder Nayak, Director of Public Health and Family Welfare, announced the central government had supplied Telangana with 100 RT-PCR test kits for monkeypox, which are now available at Gandhi Hospital Testing Lab. As of now, no cases has been reported in the state. However, all necessary measures are in place for early detection and management of any potential cases, he stated. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led cabinet on Saturday approved the unified pension scheme for government employees. The decision was announced by Information Broadcasting and Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav in a press briefing. Vaishnav said that the new unified pension scheme will benefit 23 lakhs central government employees. The state government will also given the option to opt for unified pension scheme. If state government opt for UPS, the number of beneficiaries will around 90 lakhs. According to the government, the expenditure for areas will be rupees 800 crore. The annual cost increase will be around 6,250 crore in the first year. Meteorological Department Hyderabad has forecast thunderstorm and lightning across various districts of Telangana for Sunday. A low pressure area over the region has intensified monsoon winds, bringing the potential for extensive rainfall across Telangana, including Hyderabad. The IMD has issued a yellow alert for several districts in the state, signaling the likelihood of heavy rain in isolated area. The districts under the yellow alert include Adilabad, Kumuram Bhima, Asifabad, Mancherial, Nirmal, Nizamabad, Jagitiala, Rajan, Srishela, Karimnagar, Peddapalli, Jaishankar, Bhopalpalli, Vikrabad, Sangareddy, Medak, Kamareddy and Mehboob Nagar. IMD also warned thunderstorm accompanied by lightning and gusty wind reaching speed of 30 to 40 kmph in isolated location across all the districts of Telangana. Watch the channel, press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.